सुनने में आता है कि जब दीन
Question. Hadith, which is a historical record of Prophet Muhammad's words, actions, traditions, and silent approvals. It is normally quoted as a last resort to support an argument on a contentious topic in Islam. Then the argument usually turns into determining the authenticity of hadith. Is there a simpler method to judge credibility and authenticity of a hadith?
कि हमारा पूरा का पूरा दीन
Answer. First, it is important to understand that the entire religion of Islam is contained within the teachings of Quran and Sunnah, without requiring any support from any other source of information. Sunnah is the teachings and performance of Islamic obligations by prophets. This information is carried down the generations and finally, Prophet Muhammad confirmed and approved it to be carried forward. For example, this is how Muslims nowadays perform prayer, or Hajj. The Sunnah isn't derived from any hadith, but transferred down the generations by Muslim populace. It is similar to how Quran is transferred down from generation to generation. Hundreds of thousands of companions of Prophet Muhammad received Quran from the Prophet. Some wrote, others memorized and some verbally transferred to others. This is how Quran is transferred from generation to generation. To this day, there are hundreds of thousands of Muslims who have memorized the entire Quran, word for word, and it is also being produced in print format everywhere. Similarly, Prophet Muhammad transferred Sunnah to Muslims. For example, Muslims observed him leading the prayer 5 times a day. The observers regularly kept performing prayer as observed, and transferred this information down to others and to later generations. The same goes for the information related to how Hajj and fasting is performed nowadays each year. To summarize, by Allah's blessings, the authenticity of Sunnah has been maintained due to regular and repeated performance by multitude of Muslims, and transfer of the information down to others. There is complete consensus amongst Muslims regarding authenticity of Sunnah. In comparison to Sunnah, let's now understand the status of Hadith. The Prophet Muhammad provided us with the entire religion of Islam, in the form of Quran and Sunnah before he passed away. Once again, the complete religion to its entirety is in the form of Quran and Sunnah. Once, such a great person passed away, it was natural that the people who saw, heard, or overheard him couldn't keep it to themselves and started telling others the information, such as, how Prophet Muhammad replied to a question, or how he performed a certain task, or what conversation they had with him when Prophet Muhammad visited them. So people started sharing with others what they saw or heard. Then down the chain, those who heard from them told others. This is how the information spread for 80 to 90 years to others and down to next generations. So, for 80 to 90 years this information transmitted verbally, until some great religious scholars realized that some erroneous information is being associated with Prophet Muhammad. They realized that this may cause great discord and instability in the Muslim community. Thus, they decided to research and correct the information. So, what is Hadith? It is simply a historical record, initially kept verbally, until it was realized that over time many serious mistakes crept in, because some people forgot part of it, some deliberately omitted a portion, some failed to describe the whole instance, or failed to mention it in its proper context, and some simply misunderstood what they heard. Similarly, due to enormous interest from audience, some started associating untrue statements to Prophet Muhammad for monetary gains. So after enormous effort in researching the authenticity of this historical records, once again, the emphasis is on Hadith being a historical record. Muslim scholars and writers compiled this information in a book form. So out of hundreds of thousands of hadiths, the researchers narrowed down the list to a few thousand reliable ones. The writers also elaborated upon how the research was performed. To determine authenticity, the chain of references spanning 80 to 90 years were checked for people's character, memory, sanity, ability to understand, tendency to lie, exaggerate or gossip. Furthermore, it was verified based on time frame, location and geography if references could have met each other. Moreover, they ensured nothing in the purported hadith was against the teachings of Quran or Sunnah, Since hadith is merely a historical record verbally transferred over many generations, there is a high likelihood of erroneous information. Since the whole religion of Islam is contained within Quran and Sunnah, it was essential for researchers to verify authenticity of hadith against Quran and Sunnah. Furthermore, the researchers made sure that nothing was against sound intellect. A hadith had to pass all those test criterion before qualifying to be included in the book. After all this, the researchers were still not certain. They were very careful not to give an impression that hadith is absolutely correct. So, when stating hadith, the author specifically mentioned that the information is based on their best research possible as a human, and it is likely that Prophet Muhammad may have stated so, but the absolute truth is only how Prophet Muhammad actually stated it. So this is hadith. Since Prophet Muhammad is the most revered person for us in this world, this historic information is a great asset containing his teachings, his statements, his responses to questions, his personality, character and deeds. But, over time, this historic record got corrupted in the form of additions, omission, lack of context or lack of perception. So, just like the original writers of hadith tried their best as a human to determine its authenticity by comparing against Quran and Sunnah, the effort still continues to this date by scholars. This effort is limited to the scholars of Islam, but it is advisable to a common person learning Islam to focus on Quran and Sunnah, because there is no contention or disagreement amongst Muslims regarding the authenticity of Quran and Sunnah. On the other hand, since hadith is a historical record, it requires great religious knowledge to perform a critical analysis to judge its authenticity. This work is for scholars. A common person need to consult a scholar to understand a hadith. Still, if it doesn't make sense, then there may not be a need for further pursuit, as it is possible that the hadith is based on a person's omission, misunderstanding or misstatement. It may not be from the Prophet Muhammad altogether. Once again, our entire incomplete religion is contained within Quran and Sunnah. Authenticity of a hadith begs for a verification from Quran and Sunnah, not the other way around. Quran or Sunnah need no verification from hadith.